So the edition of Monday Night Raw for 7/11/2016. Hope you got your free Slurpee from 7-Eleven, by the way. They do that every year on 7-Eleven. Starts with a battle royal to determine who's going to be the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Now look, this battle royal was a joke. And the main reason why it was a joke is because most of the motherfucking participants in the battle royal were tag teams. There were only certain people that were individuals that even qualified, and I use that term very loosely, qualified to win this battle royal. And as they started eliminating people, I was like, they're not going to put a heel against The Miz. They're just not. They're not going to do that. They're not going to have anybody turn face. They're not going to have any. So, long story short, Darren Young wins the battle royal. And I'm like, there's no way I can take this shit seriously. First of all, to make Darren Young great again, it's like, oh, wait a minute. That motherfucker was never great in the first place. So I can't take that seriously. So for Battleground, it's going to be The Miz versus Darren Young. And it's like, for the Intercontinental Championship, this is how far this title has gone. We can't even take that shit seriously. We just can't. Okay, The Miz is going to have his wife, and Darren Young is going to have Bob Backlund. I don't know. This is just, anyway, moving on, because that shit was a fucking joke. And I think that match is going to be a joke. I just think that no matter what the outcome is, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So, even there was a Darren Young chant when he won it, and I'm just like, no. Why couldn't Baron Corbin win it and scare the shit out of all right, fuck it, fine. So, you had Zack Ryder, Rusev, walking, he walked up to Rusev and challenged him for the United States Championship and gets attacked by Sheamus, and then they have a match, which Sheamus wins, and then he gets attacked, and then Zack Ryder gets attacked by Rusev. I accept, while he's an Accolade. And it's like, all right, so they're going to have it for Battleground. If Zack Ryder wins this United States Championship, okay, what will make him then? What will make Rusev then? He just got kicked by Sheamus and so on. So, again, that's another title match that I can't fucking take seriously. So, you have Breezango beat the Lucha Dragons. Wow, I didn't really see that coming. But as it's been pointed out for the draft, are they going to break up tag teams, or are they just going to keep tag teams central together? What's going to happen with the draft with these tag teams? Because now, even though the tag team division hasn't been great, but still, you're breaking up certain tag teams, then there's no point for certain people anymore. Unless you're going to try to build them up, which I don't see happening. Especially if they break up motherfuckers like Anderson and Gallows, Enzo and Cass. I don't know. But anyway, Breezango actually beats the Lucha Dragons. Nothing really to add on to that. It just... So, Seth Rollins does his first edition, his first ever Rollins Report. And yes, we all know how it goes with the whole pre-recorded thing. And yes, you had Mr. Suspended, and then you have Seth Rollins. Fine. Kind of comedy, but it didn't really grip. Then Ambrose comes out there, fun and games, and Rollins does his usual stick as far as talking and saying, you stole my title and I'm going to get it back. And Ambrose lays it down pretty thick and deep because he's like, look, yeah, I like to have fun, but I scratched and clawed my way to get this. And what would I do to keep it? That type of speech. Just keep it now. Keep it. And remember now, they're calling it the WWE Championship. They're not calling it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship anymore. So that inclines that there's going to be another title after the draft. That's my opinion. That's my guess. But then they announced a championship match for next week. One-on-one. Because Rollins was begging for it. And that's before the triple threat match that's going to take place at Battleground. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on, because that was pretty much the highlight of the night. It was. So Kevin Owens faces Cesaro, and Sami Zayn was going to be on commentary, and Owens was like, no, I want to go up there. It's an unsafe environment. Bitch, get your ass out there and fucking fight. Yes, he beat Cesaro, and then afterwards, before the match, Sami Zayn and him go at it, and after the match, it's him and Sami Zayn go at it. He tosses Owens in the ring, and he gets a Cesaro swing. And even though Cesaro lost, I don't know where are they going with Cesaro? Where the fuck are they going with Cesaro? Make the brand split, bring these two belts back, whatever, and just start elevating more people like you did before as far as World and WWE Championships. Please do that shit. I wonder what they're gonna do with the belt. Okay, are they gonna have a new belt with a blue swish underneath for SmackDown instead of the red one for Raw? I don't know. It would be kind of funny if they actually fucking did that. Two WWE championships with a red and blue swishes underneath. But people want to bring this back, regardless. That's what people want because the big gold. I mean, come on, the history with the big gold. You can't argue with the big gold. Anyway, Titus O'Neil beats Heath Slater of the Social Outcast. Why? I can't get into Titus O'Neil matches. I just can't. He's just... anyway, that was the result of that. The New Day goes and visits the Wyatt's compound. Again, that was just a waste of time because there's nothing to gain. There's nothing to lose, but there's nothing to lose, but there's nothing to gain here. Except that the New Day actually had the guts to go actually go to the compound. Yes, it was a brawl, but it was cut up too much. There wasn't any live footage. I would love to see the outtakes of that someday. But yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, follow the buzzards. Okay, fine. So you had the club. Yeah, AJ, Anderson, and Gallows. And Anderson and Gallows actually face Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass does their usual stuff. I like them on the microphone, but they go on a little too long when they come out and do their usual stick. They have to cut it shorter because everyone is for the beginning and then they're waiting for the punchline. One word to describe you. People are just waiting for those two things. That's it. Everything else in between is like, all right, we're waiting, get to the action, or just finish this up. That's the way the crowd is with that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, Enzo and Cass win by disqualification because AJ Styles interferes. And, yeah, John Cena's not here, and they almost attack Enzo, who comes out, running out there, John Cena. The best thing about this Raw is John Cena didn't say one fucking word. So, anyway, you have Sasha and Dana. All right, we already knew where this is going. They're trying to hype up the women's championship, but it's still looking like the Divas title, the way they're fucking doing all of this. And, all right, look, and Charlotte on the microphone, and all right, pass. It was a pretty good match between Sasha and Dana, but at the end, it's just like, I hope Sasha and Charlotte tear the house down. Please let them do that. And have no interference. Send Dana to the back and have these two ladies tear it up and tear it down. I wonder if they're going to split the... Are they going to have the Women's and Divas Championship? Are they going to bring that shit back? Because of the draft and the women being split up on two different shows? Who knows? Are NXT motherfuckers eligible for the draft? Are they going to bring in NXT and draft them to Raw and Smackdown? Or is it just Raw and Smackdown? So... that was the last match of the night because after that, it was the Shane, Steph, Vince segment. Commissioners? So you're going to have commissioners and general managers on the same show. Why are they doing that? Why? And now Shane and Stephanie have to pick their general managers. Shane's on SmackDown. Yeah! Stephanie's on Raw. So basically, Raw is not going to fucking change a bit. You're going to still have the same old shit on Raw, and SmackDown, people are still not going to fucking watch, regardless if it's going live or not, because people don't watch SmackDown as much. They're not into it. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't even do a SmackDown report. That may change when it goes live, but at the same time, it's like, SmackDown is not exciting enough, especially not like it used to be, to actually give a fuck about it. Most of the time, okay, SmackDown was taped on Tuesdays. And then shown on Fridays or Thursdays or whenever the fuck it came on. But my point is, no one is excited about fucking SmackDown. So you should have sent Stephanie over there and let Shane run the flagship show. But he begged to be on SmackDown. Why the fuck would he do that? To me, unless he gets an awesome roster, it doesn't make any sense to me because he wants change. How the fuck is he going to change SmackDown? He better be, I'm telling you, this roster better be top notch. Or it's just going to be the same old shit. Think about it. okay, AJ Styles stays Raw, Cena stays Raw, Roman Reigns stays Raw, Dean Ambrose stays Raw, Seth Rollins stays Raw. It's like, all right, if you have all these top motherfuckers on Raw and have these little mediocre motherfuckers on SmackDown, nothing is going to change and no one's going to give a fuck about SmackDown because they're going to have the mediocre guys. So it really depends who goes where at this point. But I just don't understand. Or it depends on who's going to be their general managers because they're going to be commissioners and general managers. And like I said, that makes no fucking sense to me. So, yeah, that was just Raw in a nutshell. And I'm just like, look, they better do better hyping for Battleground. Battleground better be the shit. The title match next week better be the shit. And fucking this draft better fucking answer everything in the right way. As far as saying, these people here, both shows will be good. But other than that, shit. I mean, personally, I don't see Cena going SmackDown. I don't. I see him staying Raw. I see AJ going SmackDown. I see Roman Reigns maybe going SmackDown. I see fucking Seth Rollins staying Raw. You know, if they split up Enzo and Cass, if they split up the New Day, if they split up the fucking Usos if you're going to split up a fucking team. Let them motherfuckers go on their separate ways. But don't split up motherfuckers that are meaningful together. Please don't fucking do that. Splitting the villains and fucking the Ascension, no one gives a fuck about them as a team, and you're going to split them up, they're going to be less. So please, I just wonder what's going to happen. And for the titles, the mid-card titles and so on, and the tag team titles, what's going to happen? Bring this motherfucker back. If you're going to split up titles, then, okay, have the Intercontinental on fucking SmackDown and have the U.S. title on Raw. Okay, fine. Have 2 world championships. Bring this tag team championship back. And fucking, yeah, do that shit like that. Split up the women's titles. You know, yeah, I don't have the new WWE championship. Yeah, have that one. Do with the red swoosh, and with the SmackDown one, have the blue swoosh underneath. Who knows? So that is my Raw review report. And that is my rant on the draft and everything else. So I would like opinions. What do you think? Did I miss something? Do you have a different opinion? I would like to know. I'm always open for debate and conversation. Click thumbs up, thumbs down. Click subscribe if you like. But like I said, I'm always up for a debate. So, drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope. Both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme. And I'll see you later. Credits.